Hey everyone, welcome to the Natural Birth Show. I'm Rachel and I'm here with Jamie Bodily and Casey Haggard again, and we are some birth workers in the St. Louis area. And today we are here to talk about some unhelpful things that people say when you miscarry, and maybe some phrases that would be better to say, or some better ways for people to help support someone who has lost a baby. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button, please, if you want to learn more about natural birth, pregnancy, and postpartum. And go ahead and type any comments or questions in the comment section below, and check out the description to learn more and find my podcast and my website. So, let's jump right in. You've had a couple miscarriages.
I've had 5.
I've had 5 miscarriages. She also has 8. She's had 8 live births as well. So, this superwoman has been pregnant 13 times. But what are some unhelpful things people said to you when you miscarried?
I think the worst one was, well, you already have kids, why would you want more?
Yeah. Because apparently having more kids is just not a good thing.
Yeah. And I don't think some people realize, like, how their comments come across, you know.
They're probably not trying to be rude.
Yeah, but I don't think that they know how to respond
Probably.
to a loss, especially a loss that you can't really see.
Yeah.
Only mom really feels. And it's hard, instead of, like, them sitting with you and going, can I just sit with you and love on you and stuff, it was,
tell me what you're feeling,
yeah.
You know.
It was, well, at least you can get pregnant.
Yeah. Which, and I get kind of even where that comes from, because for people who can't get pregnant, but still, that's not helpful.
It's not.
It's not helpful at all. And you know, guys, I have to say, I've never had a miscarriage, which is why I have Jamie and Casey here. Jamie is a therapist and has worked with so many moms who have been through trauma. And I actually don't know. Have you had a miscarriage?
I have had.
Okay. So, so she has had them and she has had them, and I just thought it'd be better to bring the experts in to talk about this. So, it's not helpful to say things like, at least you can get pregnant, or you already have kids. Why do you want more? Okay, not helpful things to say.
Or at least
Anything
it
else?
was early. At least it happened early.
At least it happened early.
Yeah.
Like that makes it better.
Yeah, right?
I remember hearing that as well.
Yeah. What other things? Can you think of some other ones? I know there's, well, you'll see your baby in heaven.
Oh, yes.
I know I had a friend in high school who lost her baby, and to her that meant I should kill myself so that I can go see my baby in heaven. And luckily she got the help she needed, and she has 3 or 4 beautiful babies now, and she got the help she needed, but that specific comment made her suicidal.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
That's
So what are some things we could say instead?
well,
You're a therapist.
We need to do better. I think the things that you can say is just let me sit with you. Bring them tea, coffee, whatever they want, and just sit with them. Just be in their space. I think, wouldn't you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Like, not really, you don't have to say anything. Just be in their space and love them.
And as a therapist, what are some things that maybe you say to mamas who are experiencing trauma from loss?
How about I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you had to experience this. I'm so sorry for your loss.
That's huge. Yeah.
I believe you. I believe it hurts. I believe you, because they feel
That's
so
important.
unheard.
Yeah.
I believe you.
And just those simple phrases can help a mom process so much better. And you know, as we learn more about trauma as a society, we're learning that most of us have been through some sort of trauma, but it's about how you process the trauma and how the people around you help you process the trauma.
Yeah.
And
having
miscarriage
love.
is trauma.
And having love and support, just like in birth. I mean, you are birthing a baby.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
You are birthing a baby when you miscarry.
Absolutely.
And
Your body
we
still
don't
goes through the same things.
Right? And I go more in depth in my podcast about miscarriage with another doula who has had a couple natural miscarriages, where you can learn more about that. But that's the gist of it. You are birthing a baby, even though the baby is not alive and with you anymore.
And we need to love on women, and we need to make it safe to say, you know,
Yes.
walk into the
This
office.
hurts. This is
I just
hard.
had a miscarriage. So that people understand, because we often haven't shared. By the time the miscarriage happens, we haven't shared yet.
That we're pregnant. We haven't shared that we're pregnant yet. Yeah.
And then we walk into the office. We walk back into our lives as though nothing's happened, and
then
nobody
that's
knows.
what a lonely place to be.
Yeah.
So, and really quick, I just want to say, one of my miscarriages, I was breastfeeding one of my other babies and didn't even know that I was miscarrying, that having a lot of bleeding and stuff. And I remember when they told me, well, you were pregnant and, you know, you had a miscarriage. And I told a friend that, and she looked at me, she goes, well, how does that make you feel? And I said, I honestly don't know.
to go jump on a teaching. She's teaching midwives about trauma and things like that. So that's super cool.
So wonderful.
But back to what you were saying. So you said that someone asked you how you felt about the miscarriage. You didn't even know you were pregnant, and you said, "I don't know how you felt, I felt." But even just that question of how do you feel, that helped you to process your miscarriage,
Yeah.
right?
It helped me to think about it because I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. So I think just asking, simple questions like that.
Yeah. And just, trying to address the feelings, it helps the processing. And then you also said that someone made you a basket or something.
Yeah, so I think a really good thing for moms who are grieving and going through the miscarriage is like getting a basket of like teas, some feminine products. You said chocolate.
Chocolate, yes, chocolate. And Jamie
everybody
wanted
likes
us to add a journal because she said
Yes.
journaling can be so helpful in processing a miscarriage.
Well, and she said that, oftentimes you forget, we know that miscarriage stays with us, but we forget the feelings and things. So I think journaling is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with live birth, it's kind of nice to write your
it
story
is.
down in a journal. So just because you birthed a baby who wasn't breathing doesn't mean you can't still write down your birth story.
Yeah.
It can be really beneficial.
Yeah.
So hopefully these two ladies, Casey and Jamie, who again had to skirt out, but hopefully they really had hopefully these two ladies have given you some really awesome tips on how to support moms who are going through a miscarriage or have gone through a miscarriage, or if you've gone through a miscarriage or are going through one. Hopefully you can show your family and friends this video and it will help them to help you process
Well, and I'd
better.
love to say just please reach out to somebody.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who it is. Somebody that you know is going to not have a biased opinion.
Yeah.
And
if you
that's
don't-
hard to say.
Yeah. If you don't have someone like that, you can reach out to a therapist who is good at.
And Jamie
birth trauma.
specializes. Yeah, she specializes in postpartum mood disorders.
Yeah.
And in miscarriages. She went through stillbirth day, so
Yeah.
she would be a great one to reach out to. But any counselor
Yeah.
would be great. Just
Absolutely.
to be able to help you process and walk through it.
Yeah, so just one more awesome tip. If you guys want to learn even more about natural miscarriage, I have a podcast where I talk with another doula about her experience with her natural miscarriages. If you want to learn more about birth, pregnancy, and postpartum, natural birth, pregnancy, and postpartum specifically, again, hit that subscribe button. And you guys are welcome to ask any comments below and check out the description for some helpful links and things like that. But until next time, bye guys.
Bye.